So checking in with yourself, which is the right posture for you now, between sitting or standing or lying down. Feeling into where the right place for your hands to be would be. Maybe somewhere that feels soothing, calming for your heart. And just feeling into this posture that you've chosen. To see if you need anything more, a little cushion here or there, under a knee or an elbow, a bit more blanket. Feeling the gentleness of your eyelashes touching. And allowing any pressure you may have put on yourself to get it right, to just dissolve and slip away into the ground as something unnecessary. And spending a minute or two just feeling our breath, like being fully present with the breath in its journey, coming in through the nostrils, down through the chest, diaphragm, lower belly, right down to the bottom of the pelvis area, and coming back up through this same journey and staying present throughout the journey with it, lightly, gently. Just this simple being with the breath. And anything else is just adding complication. And inviting you now to just let go of the breath in such a clear following way, and just let the breath do its thing, and focus on our framework, our skeleton. So just feeling like the shoulders is one higher than the other, is one more forward than the other, more tension, and letting them drop so that our shoulders feel the same, equal, on the same kind of horizontal, on the same openness. Tucking your chin in a little bit so we're not forcing on the neck. Feeling elbows with the gravity of the earth pulling them, so letting them drop towards the earth, opening them a bit away from the body. And the weight of the arms hanging off the shoulders, elbows going down to your hands, the weight of your hands on your body, the fingers. Are they the same, the fingers, or is there one more contracted or scrunched up? Balancing. Feeling the lower part of the spine. Is it in the middle between the hip bones? Feeling where we're placing the bottom of the spine. Does it need to go more backwards, forwards, more to the right or left? To feel this centeredness, this spinefulness. Coming up the curve, the lower back curve. To the middle of the back. Then the curve at the top of the back, between the shoulder blades. How is it to bring our attention there? And our energy to being present. Following the curve of the neck up to the skull, sitting on the top. And again dropping the chin slightly towards the chest. Relaxing the jaw bones. The top from the lower. And especially where the two join at the sides. Coming down the front and feeling these scapula, these, what are they called? Clavicules, these bones that go to the side, from the middle of the top to the shoulders. And down the rib cage. This three-dimensional part of us. How do you know you have a rib cage? Can you feel it? The front of the rib cage, the back, and the sides facing your arms. Coming down, feeling into the whole of the hip bones. What's facing inwards, what's facing towards the front, the sides, outwards, the back, the top of the hips, the bottom that's touching probably where you're sitting or lying down. And coming down through the legs, the kneecaps, the bones in the legs, quite large, heavy bones. To the ankles with the heels. The foot bones with the toes. And feeling into a whole body feeling, a wholeness of all of our skeletal structure. And how balanced is it? Are there parts that are a bit skewy, a bit off to one side? That would feel better if we just adjust a little bit. Balance out. Finding equanimity in our posture. Finding steadiness and balance in our body, in our framework. This framework, this bone construction that holds us. How is it to be totally in it, balanced? With it. Like sitting in our own bones. Or sitting within our own structure. of solidity, anchoring into our own bones as a main focus of meditation. Including teeth and any other parts of our head that we can feel. How do I know I have bones? How do I know I'm solid? Maybe there's just one particular spot in your body that's easy to connect with this sense of solidity. And that's fine to just be there, to go with what's easy. Or it could be that's what's easy is a whole body feeling of our framework, our structure. And we can sit in that. Grounding, anchoring. Coming into the now. Resting in our bones. Resting from our twirly-whirly mind, our monkey mind. Giving ourselves a break. Allowing for thoughts as well, but without following their stories, without jumping on the train of thoughts. Just, there goes a thought. How does that feel in my body? But not getting involved necessarily. Coming back again and again to establishing this bodyfulness, this anchor that we're carrying with us. Throughout our whole lives, we have this possibility to come back to this presence, to come back to the body, to anchor, to calm and soothe ourselves from light-headed whirling of the mind. like a sanctuary. Sitting so still, you can almost hear your heart beating, your lungs breathing. The molecules in your blood bringing oxygen, alive in the stillness, in the vibrating stillness. As we go towards the end of this guided meditation, and we flow out to the walking meditation, we can carry this with us. We can carry the awareness of our bone structure, our solidity touching the earth, the solid earth. So we'll sit for some time now in silence, for maybe 8 or 9 minutes. Just sitting with what has come easy to you, what has stayed with you from these words. Gently being with the experience of this solid body. Now as we give ourselves to this exploration of grounding ourselves into the body, anchoring, there's a moment we can open out to this curiosity, this receptivity to what's happening now, what's coming up in me. And it's like picking up an object and turning it around in our hand. Is this something I want to inquire into further? This sensation, this mood, this feeling? Or is that not something I want to get into right now? And then we can just come back to the bones, the solidity, the seatedness, the steadiness of that seatedness. And again, opening out to curiosity. What's happening now for me in this moment? So we're listening deeply. We're listening softly. What's happening now? It may take a while to transition from the usual pace of life that is feeding from hyperstimulation to resting, to calming the alarm system, to allowing this resting of the nervous system through this body grounding presence. So it's okay if there's still some agitation, some energy coursing through your bloods and blips in the mind. It's normal. Or blankness, numbness. What's this? What's supposed to be happening? Something exciting? Touching into this wisdom of the body, bringing us a completely different type of information from the digital information we're usually getting. That's reflecting who we are, what we are, affirming, whatever, building this substantial person through affirmations of the outside world. And suddenly there's, here inside, the elements, the solidity, the bones, the natural peacefulness residing in our bones. How different. Thank you. So we have half an hour now of walking meditation, and my invitation to you would be to take this meditation to the walking. So really feeling as we walk on the ground how our structure moves as a focus for the meditation. Feeling into the joints, the impact of the earth on the joints, movement of the knees, lifting, elbows maybe moving a little bit with the shoulders as we walk. So we can allow ourselves to come into the innate sensuality of being a human being walking on the earth. It's a sensuous experience, this human thing, on a sensuous planet. So feeling that earth, feeling the movement that's possible through the oxygen, which is the air element, the heat element, the warm body. On this planet we can live on because there's enough warmth, even though it's cold out there. The water element, the fluidity of this. We can move because we're fluid. We're not cement beings. Or we're not made from wood, you know. There's fluidity there. There's water. There's air. There's energy. There's earth.